Hi everyone, this is Stephanie Thompson with Read Your Library. Last time I think I told you that my library was not arranged in any particular order. Well, of course, that's nonsense. Like anyone who keeps books, or collects anything really, I have a system. It's not a regular library system. It's not like they're, Dewey Decimal or anything. But in my particular case, my system in my library is that books are kept together more or less by genre, and then within the genre, if there's a lot of them, I will keep books, of course, by the same authors together, and if it's a series, of course, it has to be the same print edition of the series. I mean, I'm not an animal. I'm not going to mix up different editions of the same series of books. But then what's interesting for me is that if I have several books by different authors that don't really go together within one genre, I tend to keep them grouped by when I obtained them, whether I purchased them or got them some other way. And so it's kind of chronological in that sense, but not always. It works for me. I wouldn't expect anybody else to understand it. That by way of saying that the shelf we're currently looking at is general fiction. So there's no real rhyme or reason to it except that it is fiction, and that the books I'm talking about right now are all about the same time as to when I got them. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit about this book, which I enjoyed a lot, The Time Traveler's Wife. You may have heard of it. They made a movie about it. It was a bestseller. So it's not obscure. I enjoyed it because it's a love story with a twist. If you've seen the movie or the trailer, you probably know that it's about a man who travels sort of randomly through time. He's a librarian, so that's cool. And he's in love with the same woman, and the twist is that no matter when he shows up, she's living linearly, and he's not. So sometimes he shows up and she's a kid. And then he comes back and she's an adult, they get married. I mean, it's complicated. It's kind of cool, especially if you like the kind of mind-bending stuff that happens when you consider the ramifications of time travel and what happens if you run into yourself, or can you do things that can affect the future and that sort of thing. So I recommend this book. It's a good, for example, summer read, or just a fun read anytime. And I hope you will come back next time when we keep reading my library. Thanks for listening.